What's good, YouTube? Guys, I am back with the video in, I don't know how long it's been, but ladies and gentlemen, Jerry boys and Jerry girls, I'm here to bring you my personal opinions, thoughts, feelings, and emotions on Fear of God 7th collection. That's right, it's here. Today I got my Jerry boy fit on. I got the Justin Bieber hat from 2016. A little flannel action, you know. It's not Fear of God, but it's close enough. But here we are. And I am going to dig in to this collection, share with you everything that I like, don't like, would want to see more of, and overall how I feel about this. Now I know what you're thinking. Connor, are you really gonna go through the whole freaking lookbook? The answer is no. I have gone through and picked out my favorite looks and my favorite pieces to talk about, from things like outerwear, pants, footwear that's entirely new to Fear of God's aesthetic and brand image, and different articles of clothing with motifs that Jerry has included throughout the collection. And I'm just going to give you my thoughts and feelings about all of them. So without further ado, starting with look number 1. I just picked the first look from the collection in general. I thought it's probably one of the best ones to start. So here we have the model, and he's wearing what looks like an updated Henley hoodie, a version of the sweatshirt that Jerry introduced in 6th collection. Not a big fan of a button-up hoodie like that. That's kind of goofy. But yet most of the look I still like. I like how Jerry has gone with a very like 80s modernized minimalist style for this entire collection. He's a lot of pleated trousers that just have simple pleats at the waistband to create just this like very neat pleat down the leg. The outerwear is impeccable. This heathered pea coat is downright sick. Okay, and these, what are these, like suede, they're almost like a suede like boat shoe with the 101 outsole on them. I think this is a great introduction to what he is going to dig deeper into as far as what he is trying to portray through this collection. Now on to the next look. So, okay, this one is my favorite out of all of them, probably. Okay, first of all, just look at the jacket. Look at that leather blazer. That is insane. So, in this particular look, we have him showing off what he was trying to curate through his Zegna collab that is now currently releasing as far as people being able to buy it. So he has this leather blazer, these almost high, they're not high-waisted, but they almost look like it because of the waistband size. These again, waist pleated olive dress trousers with what seems to be one of his newly updated suede loafer models that he has taken a lot of inspiration from the Loro Piana ones that he was wearing a ton before he even released any of the lookbook images or information for 7th collection. So that is going to be a recurring footwear item throughout this entire collection. And then I also think that this model is also wearing probably like a newer, like a later edition of Jerry's new Fear of God eyewear, some new sunglasses that he might come out with too. But I don't know for sure. Now on to the third look. This one is killer. I love how Jerry moves fluidly through looks with male and female models and makes them like totally unisex, which kind of almost plays true to how he produces clothing. I mean, I feel like he can make somewhat decent women's clothing, maybe strong, maybe, but I do think he does a decent job of being able to throw together like unisex fitting outfits and still make them look good. So here he has what is almost reminiscent of the ever so hyped Carhartt Detroit jacket here, but a Fear of God edition style, whatever. So he has that jacket with matching almost like straight leg denim. He's kind of going for this, what, like, I don't know, like a 501 look with a very long inseam. And then he has this like baseball Henley, I don't know if it's a shirt or if it's a crew neck underneath tucked in. And then again, another colorway of his Fear of God loafers that are ever present. And then a baseball hat, which we will get to later on. Now this next look, holy cow, look who it is. The ever so famous model that has been appraised by Jerry and Virgil fans alike, and themselves too, Alton Mason. This dude is a unit, look at this guy. All right, so this next look, we have him stacking denim on denim with this newly refurbished trucker that Jerry became famous for in fourth collection, but I think it almost looks a little bit more Levi's than Fear of God. He might have changed up the pattern like a little bit, but I'm not too sure about that. And then he has the collar popped. Wow, collar popped with this long line overcoat with similar like 501 fitting claw denim going down all the way to this. Okay, this sneaker is a little bit different than the last ones. Yeah, this one looks like it's more of like almost like a moccasin type sneaker, almost like the Visvim BTs, FTVs, whatever you call those shoes. They almost look similar, but I don't think they have like the side like flat part around the collar. Overall, I think it's a pretty good outfit that he's been trying to kind of like curate throughout this whole thing. We're gonna see a lot more denim on denim because he's been doing that for a while. So, but overall, silhouettes of the garments are much better than 6th collection. I thought 6th collection was kind of garbage because a lot of it was supposed to be this like modern Americana take on like, I don't know, I really don't know how to explain it, like modern urban Americana wear with chaps and straight leg pants and these whack drawstrings. Like that didn't cut it for me. But overall, I do like this look. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. It's not as good as the other ones previous, but it is something nonetheless. Moving on, we have this killer look. Okay, so to get into a couple things, Jerry has posted multiple times while this whole like rollout of all the images that him, Jeff Lazaro, and the Fear of God Instagram account has been posting with all the lookbook photos. A lot of the motifs he's carrying throughout this entire collection are reminiscent of 5th collection with a lot of baseball inspiration because of his father being a professional baseball player for the White Sox and I think maybe the Mets, and now he's a manager for the White Sox. But a lot of the motifs that he's been carrying throughout this are paying homage to the Negro Leagues, which is very cool. and also very appropriate for the social climate culture that we are in right now. So this image here I just pulled up is a 3-column side-by-side comparison of the logos that Jerry is using throughout his outerwear, in terms of, well, not outerwear because sweatshirt's not technically outerwear, but his sweatshirt stuff he's got going on here, okay? So with the different logos are modeled after Negro League baseball jerseys back when the Negro Leagues were fully assembled and separate from regular Major League Baseball around the 60s. And so he has the ABC, the Grays, and the American All-Star print featured throughout those sweatshirts, and then those carry over to back to this look that we're looking at here with the American All-Star Henley cut shirt with the sweatshirt with the Henley sweatshirt underneath it. Overall, I think he really does like to layer pieces like this. Like, that's been reminiscent of even like the two-tone hoodie that he made in 5th collection, the one with like the red hood and like the gray terry base. That alone is trying to model his love for like layering knits, and he's done that multiple times. Even back 2 collections ago, he did that a lot. And then moving on to these pants. Okay, again, I hate these long cargo drawstrings that he's tried to carry over from those pants from 6th collection. I hate those. They're so ugly. But I do think it's interesting that he has straps around the ankles with this like reverse bondage strap on the outside. I do think that is something very pretty different to what he's been trying to do. Maybe he's trying to tap into the Ken boy culture that's out there. Shout out Kenajima Buja Day. If you know, you know. Anyways, decent look. I like the fact that he's trying something different with the pants. He's featuring this brand new 501, or not 501, what the heck, 101 sneaker, his like high fashion Vans take or whatever. He's featuring a new sneaker here. He has, I'm pretty sure it's a Fear of God backpack that this person has on too. So there's a lot more to be expected as far as like footwear and accessories goes, in addition to the regular clothing in this collection. Moving on, we have a close-up here of what seems to be the brand new trucker jacket, a pair of stonewashed denim, and I think, is that looks like a cat. Oh, he's layering hoodies here. He is layering hoodies. This dude must be sweating. He has a tan. This looks like a cashmere hoodie. What the heck do you think that's gonna run once it hits retail? I don't even wanna know. He's running that, and then probably like a olive terry hoodie underneath that. That could be a Henley one that we've been seeing a lot of throughout the lookbook so far. Overall, it's just Jerry displaying that a lot of the pieces are very minimal and versatile, and that can be worn in so many ways. And then he's tapping into a lot of earth tones here that we'll see plenty of in the rest of these looks. Moving on, Alton has made an appearance yet again. Here, Jerry is showing off this like very, it's not entirely boxy, but let's call it boxy for now. This boxy, long line blazer peacoat looking thing with these massive lapels. This is very 80s here. That with a black mock neck sweater, and then the same stonewash claw mark denim. Yeah, I thought this was interesting because he is totally evolving himself from his like 3rd, 4th collection beginnings of almost elevated grunge streetwear to a more classic, brand image, where he's trying to tap into a lot of garments that are very versatile and almost timeless. Like, he's trying to create classic pieces. So Jerry, I respect you for that. I respect you for that. So yeah, that's that look. We're gonna go on to this one. Now, this look might be one of my favorites too. This model dude he's pretty sick. He is wearing this almost looks like, so he's wearing a leather blazer with matching leather pants, and then he has this like kimono belt. He looks like he could like do a flying like bicycle kick or something. He's looking very, very dapper Bruce Lee like right now. So he has that whole look with a leather version of Jerry's new signature loafer silhouette there. Yeah, this is definitely one of the best looks in this whole collection. I love how he's tapping into, again, classic silhouettes with these pants and this blazer, and then adding some elements that he was trying to showcase from last collection. So a lot of East Asian influences with clothing, like different like kimono tops and like elongated like straps and belts that are reminiscent of like martial arts features. But yeah, again, love this look. Would definitely wear it. Maybe without the belt though. It's kind of weird. Okay, this next look, kind of important. So, not a huge fan of the top here or the shorts. I don't know what this like patent leather look he's going for here, but Jerry's introducing, again, sunglasses, this like cross body bag here, and then let's pay attention to the shoes. I think this is kind of big. So here he's taking hints from almost like the tongue of like the Sakai waffle runner. He has like the side paneling logo of his basketball sneaker from 5th collection, and then the outsole of whatever that new Balance like 427 running shoe is that just came out in the last couple months, that he had been wearing for quite a bit, and I could see why he was wearing it, because he said, yeah, okay, I'm wearing this shoe, but I'm gonna make literally the same shoe, but better, and sprinkle in a little flavor in there. So this look is big because it introduces a new sneaker entirely than anything that we've ever seen from Jerry as far as shoes go. So good luck. And then probably the best, at least one of the best footwear silhouettes in this entire collection is this. These almost look like they're crepe sole, but I doubt it. These brand new military like wallaby boots, like they have like a Clark's upper to them, and then a higher support rise similar to his military sneaker that he debuted in 4th collection, but this is almost similar to the jungle one he came out with in 5th, with a fully mesh upper with a side zipper and the inside of the foot, and then a extended mesh military tongue that is going throughout the front of the foot. I definitely like this shoe a lot. I think this will be very versatile, and to the Jerry fans out there that really like his footwear, I think this is probably going to be one of the more versatile sneakers to wear, aside from the loafers, at least in terms of the general public and the people that follow him, at least like the hype beastie people that like Jerry still, like I used to. Will probably like this shoe more because it's more versatile. It goes with way more outfits, and it's a modern, updated take on his military sneaker, but it's in more of a boot fashion. So I do like this look a lot. Next, we have yet again another baseball sweatshirt. But this one just says Fear of God Baseball on it. I think This stuff is almost a little bit better than the baseball stuff he was trying to make in 5th collection with, like, you know, like the mesh jerseys with like the gothic like F on them in mesh. So he did like a football jersey and a baseball one. And then I think at some point he did like the St. Patrick's Day release stuff. I think he had like a felted F hoodie too, maybe. That one was really expensive, I think. But anyways, I like this better. He has, so the Henley hoodie, now that I'm thinking about it, is actually reminiscent of a literal baseball jersey, the way that the collar is shaped, and then the button usage is very minimal. It's smart. Always thinking ahead, Jerry, always thinking ahead. So he has that put in there. Very, very good usage of almost silhouette sampling. Good product design knowledge as far as taking one silhouette and implementing it into an entirely different one. For a sweatshirt, branding is pretty decent. I mean, I wouldn't buy the sweatshirt by any means, but definitely good for the collection as a whole. But these pants are nuts. These like wide, not necessarily wide leg, but they're straight leg cargo pants. These probably might be one of the best pieces in the entire collection from like a streetwear standpoint and like wearability. I think these things are crazy. Again, I am very excited to see there are no ankle toggles on these. Holy cow. There's no ties, no nothing. These might be probably one of the more wearable cargo pants for the next season. And then he has this new 101 almost Club C looking Fear of God sneaker that is brand new to his sneaker arsenal. So that's pretty cool to see. Overall, I do like this look. The pants are so sick. So that is that look. All right, now this one is important. Okay, so the graphic he uses here on this crew neck, obviously it says the Negro Leagues Professional Baseball with a caricature or drawing rendering of a Negro League player and what would be the style of uniform back in the 60s. He has an overlapping collar here, sort of a V shape with a Henley hoodie layered underneath it. Again, the motifs and symbolism with the logos and prints that he has implemented in this collection are very true in the nature to what he's trying to convey through the different points of emphasis in his collection. So tapping into baseball roots and then going back in terms of his personal background, his love for baseball, and with the social climate going on, I think that paying homage to the Negro Leagues as part of a major springboard to modern day baseball is very, very good. For at least people to actually acknowledge it for what it is, and to acknowledge it through his clothing is another thing too. So it's a very good usage of the theme that he's trying to convey. So it's a good look. Moving on, we have an almost Balenciaga size silhouette to a puffer jacket that he has here. The one thing that I do like about the jacket though is that he has implemented a almost like sweater knit ribbing at the base of the jacket and on the cuff. I think that's really cool. I've never seen anyone do that for a puffer jacket, especially one that has like the typical like sheen shell on the outside, and then with it's probably cashmere or whatever lines the ribbing in a sweater pattern. I think that is so sick. I've never seen anyone do that, so kudos to you, Jerry. Again, revolutionary. You're a genius. Let's go. All right, so this next look is gonna be kind of quick because it's pretty easy to read. So here he has probably one of the new sweatshirts with the leather tag on the brim of the hood. And then on the back, he has the number 7 for the collection number. Again, reminiscent of what would be on like a baseball jersey, still tapping into that sports aspect of the collection. I hope that all of them don't have this and that this is like a specific one. Maybe this is the Fear of God baseball one. That could be it. That could indeed be the case. And then he has this new baseball cap that this looks like it's like entirely his own thing. It's not like one of the new era collab ones he did starting in 5th collection. And then he has a G on there, probably what stands for God. So it's pretty cool, pretty minimal. Again, tapping into the sports and the baseball motif for the collection. So for the final full look for this collection, I decided to highlight the mastermind himself. Jerry here has got on a beautiful, clean-cut heather gray cardigan with these big front pockets. That's a pretty tough piece. Probably very versatile. I like how he styles this with the new sweats he's got with the ribbed cuff at the ankle. These are pretty reminiscent of the Essential silhouette that he's been producing with packs on for the last couple of years, without the branding. And then on he has his new loafer with what is either like a somewhat like gum sole. These could maybe be crepe sole, but I almost doubt that too. But we will see once product rollout goes out. Yeah, overall solid look. These frames, for all I know, could also be Fear of God eyewear. Knowing him, he's in his bag with everything. I mean, he could probably do that too now. I mean, he came out with glasses like a minute ago, so those are probably his too. Overall, good look by the Master-in-Chief himself. Yeah, good luck, Jerry. Now with products specifically that he has decided to highlight. So here we have, I guess, like a majority of the denim pieces, at least like the signature ones. So we have a light wash denim jacket with the matching straight leg pants, and then I think this is either just the other denim jacket that's a darker wash with distressing here, and then below we have a new sneaker silhouette, which is probably the lighter version of that moccasin sneaker that we saw earlier in that one look, in this light tan color. I think these shoes are probably also going to be very popular amongst the people that buy them. I know they're pretty enticing to me. The thing is that how much will they cost? Because I'm not trying to pay like $500 for a pair of street savvy Clark shoe. So we'll see about that. But these look pretty cool. They're like almost high top with like a sneaker sole. Yeah, those would be pretty cool. Moving on, we have a trench coat with Fear of God, the number 7, and then obviously initialing 7th collection on the back, and a military style branding of how they used to put like numbers and battalion insignias and whatnot on the back of jackets in the earlier wars in like the 40s with World War II and Vietnam and Korea following suit about 20 years later. I think it's a very cool homage to like a military garment, and with featuring a trench coat belt, and then I don't know if that's like a hoodie or a sweater right there. And then here, this is something we hadn't seen in any of the looks. These are basically like a duck boot with this, with the 101 bottom on them, and then like a front strap right at the base of the first eyelets in the shoe. It's a pretty cool take on a duck boot, because I don't think there's a lot of like good wearable ones out there as far as ones that are like street savvy. So this is a cool like sneaker boot concept that he has come up with. Those would be cool to see once they hit the shelves. Lastly, here we have 4 different colorways of Jerry's new Fear of God loafer. The outsole on this obviously features like this 101 like staple outsole that he's been known for a while, and then he has a light tan, like a lighter brown, darker tan, this charcoal gray color that's super nice, and then this might be the all leather black one we saw earlier. I really like the simplicity and the style that he's been using, at least in the production of this specific loafer model that he's got going on. They seem super wearable. I hope that the price point on them is pretty decent, because obviously like they'd be great for just like wearing out, but they could be a pretty good house slipper if you really try to blow a bag for a slipper just to walk up and get a cup of coffee in the morning for. But hey, it is what it is. So these are pretty nice. I really like what he did with them. Yeah, good shoe. All right, that is gonna do it for the collection. Overall final thoughts. I think this is probably one of Jerry's best collections yet. I think he took a lot of inspiration from his time that he spent working with Zegna and their collaborative collection that he did on a streetwear meets menswear take, with a lot of tailored garments that he did pretty well, I'd say, throughout this entire collection. He took a lot of inspiration through vintage Americana yet again, but tapping into more of the versatile side with straight leg denim similar to Levi's, and work jackets that he sprinkled in throughout, with the whole homage to the Negro Leagues theme. I thought that was pretty well orchestrated. He definitely did a good job with the prints, the logos, and the baseball implementation into silhouettes, like on the Henley hoodie. I think he did a good job with that. Kind of playing it cool and hiding it in the hood with the button placement. That's pretty cool. And then with brand new things that we saw multiple brand new pairs of boots that I think will make a lot of people happy once they get them. I think they'll be really cool additions to his footwear arsenal, as well as the loafer that he used a lot of. Definitely very cool. He had that one white leather sneaker used a lot of. I think those are pretty cool as well. Those are very versatile. And then that new trainer with the new black trainer with the gum bottom, similar to the New Balance like 427, whatever it's called. That one was pretty cool as well. So I am excited to see more of what Jerry does as 7th collection actually rolls out. And yeah, that is going to do it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you had maybe a laugh or two. Hopefully, maybe, hopefully. And that you would like to see more of this content from me in the future. Again, I'm literally just recording on my phone. I'm trying to do something new, I'm trying a different blog format. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I might post more of these in the future if people want them. But yeah, I had fun making this video. Thanks for your support, and deuces. That didn't work.